You don't wake up one day and feel old. It happens slowly, quietly. And for most men, it starts around age 40, whether they feel it or not. But here's what your doctor probably didn't tell you. Hormone decline doesn't just affect your sex drive. It affects your energy, your motivation, your focus, your muscle mass, your mood, and even how long you live. In this video, we'll break down what happens to male hormones after 40, how testosterone, DHEA, and growth hormones slowly fall off, what symptoms to watch for, and what you can actually do to slow it down or even fight it back. This isn't about magic pills or injections. It's about understanding what your body is doing and learning how to respond with strategy, not fear. Starting around age 30 to 35, a man's hormone levels begin to decline, slowly but steadily. By age 40, this decline becomes more noticeable, and by 50 or 60, it can start affecting almost every major system in the body. Here's what's actually changing. Testosterone. On average, testosterone drops by 1% per year after your 30s. That might not sound like much, but over a decade, that's a 10% drop. And over 20 years, you're running on nearly half the fuel. Low testosterone doesn't just mean low sex drive. It means less muscle, more belly fat, weaker bones, poorer recovery, lower motivation, and higher risk of depression. DHEA, a hormone that helps regulate testosterone, estrogen, and cortisol, drops even faster, and when it falls, your hormonal balance gets thrown off. Growth hormone also declines. It's critical for cell repair, fat metabolism, sleep, and recovery, and it can drop by as much as 15% per decade. Most men don't even know it's happening. They just feel tired more often, less sharp, less interested in sex, less drive to work out or take initiative, and they chalk it up to getting older, when in reality, it's often hormonal inertia, not age. The biggest mistake men make after 40 is assuming everything they feel is just normal aging. But what if it's not? What if the low energy, the low drive, the irritability weren't your personality changing, but your hormone profile collapsing? Here are the most common signs of hormonal decline that most men ignore. You feel tired, even after a full night's sleep. You're not recovering, not building muscle, not burning fat. You're losing your edge. Mental sharpness fades. You feel foggy, unmotivated. Your brain needs testosterone and dopamine to stay alert and competitive. You're losing interest in intimacy, not just performance, but desire. You're storing fat differently, especially in the belly and love handles. And finally, you feel flat, not depressed, just disconnected, emotionally muted, like something's missing. But you can't explain what. You don't need to wait until things are broken to act. You just need to listen sooner. You don't need injections. You don't need a prescription right away. What you need is to give your body the raw materials it's asking for. Here's what actually works. Strength training 2 to 3 times a week. Lifting weights naturally increases testosterone and growth hormone. Even bodyweight squats at home can send the right signals to your endocrine system. Sleep like your life depends on it, because it does. Testosterone is produced at night, mostly during deep sleep. Less sleep means less testosterone. Eat for hormones, not just calories. Focus on healthy fats, zinc-rich foods, and magnesium. Avoid ultra-processed carbs and sugar. Manage stress with intention. Chronic stress raises cortisol, and cortisol suppresses testosterone. Even 10 minutes of silence, breath work, or walking outside can restore balance. And if needed, supplement wisely. You don't need a dozen pills, but the right ones help. In the description, I've linked to a few well-researched supplements that support men's hormones after 40. This isn't about turning back time. It's about slowing down the loss and getting back to who you were before the fog crept in. If you're a man over 40 and you've been feeling off, you're not broken, you're not weak, and you're definitely not alone. You're just going through a shift your body was never trained to recognize. Hormonal decline doesn't mean your best years are over. It just means your biology is changing, and it's time to respond with strategy, not guesswork. Your energy, your drive, your clarity, they're not gone, they're buried. And with the right moves, they can come back. If this video helped connect the dots, share it with someone who's been feeling off but hasn't found the words for it. And leave a comment with the word balance if you're ready to reclaim control over your hormones and your life.